We have a crisis, both in the United States and around the world. And I think that people are deeply, deeply afraid. And I'm going to be a voice of optimism and competency and decency, and most importantly, a future generation. I mean, that's really what I think this is about. And that's my message today, as you'll hear shortly. It is not about disrespect. It is not about division or demeaning those who've been so wonderful in public service roles for many generations, but it's time for change. I'm hearing that here, and you'll hear a voice of a bright future, but we're not going to solve these problems with the same people doing things the same way. And that's the message I'm hearing from voters, and that's my message to them, but I can't wait to listen, and that's what I'm here for. It is the core responsibility of the American president to ensure that Americans are released. There are 9 American hostages, have been there for over 6 weeks. Every single day, that should be our primary focus. It should be the president's primary focus. So my call yesterday that I issued a statement that I developed that calls for all hostages to be released, all 200. At that point, yes, a ceasefire. And at that point, a multinational peacekeeping force to enter Gaza to keep it safe and secure, not of the United States and Israel, but of Arab nations, Gulf states, and other nations that are better prepared and able to provide security and actually start rebuilding the infrastructure, civil society necessary to create a new future. And that means new elections. Conversely, there needs to be a multinational force that targets Hamas. It shouldn't be just Israel's responsibility. That's part of the problem right now. I would argue that it should be a coalition. It should be targeted. The indiscriminate use of bombs, even if they're targeted bombs that kill so many people, it cannot happen any longer. And frankly, after that, I hope Israelis choose a new government, committed to peace, ending the settlements. Our generation is tired of it. I'm 54 years old. There's never been a break in this cycle of violence and bloodshed. I have great compassion, of course, for Israel and Israelis and the Jewish diaspora, and I have great compassion for Palestinians and Muslims and Palestinian self-determination. These two things can be true at once. Trump is beating Biden 48-44 in the battlegrounds, but when they ask if it's a generic Democrat against Trump, the generic Democrat wins by 8 points. It's a 12-point swing. And I've never aspired to be generic, but I tell you, I'll take it.
So is that why then that you...
So that's what I'm getting at. In New Hampshire, you'll see people putting their head above water because, he's not even on the ballot. Will I see that quickly in South Carolina? No. Will I see it quickly in Michigan? No, because the system is designed to support the team, even when the voters feel totally different. And that's what I'm exposing. So no, I don't expect I don't expect public endorsements. I've already received a number of private ones. And there you have the whole story. It's sad. It's really sad that we have to spend as much as we do on security and on ballot access. The system is designed to do that. There is no public security provided, and the cost of getting on ballots in the United States of America is appalling for a democracy. And I'm going to tell the truth. It should not take millions of dollars, multiple people, legal counsel, barriers designed to make it harder to participate. Should be the opposite. New Hampshire, $1,000 check. If you're 35 years old and you're born in the United States, you too can be a presidential candidate. That's why there are 21 Democrats on the ballot there. How many are in the ballot on South Carolina? I don't even know, but I guarantee it's not 21 because it's designed to be difficult. Some states worse than others. In fact, some of the bluest states are the worst. And that is something I find atrocious.